My studies were graphic arts. I've done advertising long time enough, and I have been hired, so it is a different world. And I didn't think of art at that period. The art was craft. Until 5 years ago, I was not thinking of selling any imagery that way. I was still in the commercial world, but I had done already many pictures of my own as documentaries and personal, you know, but I never sold a print. The commercial work, there is an immediate communication, understand what people want, and compose with that. The art world wants you to give a finished product about some fantasy you got somewhere, or some translation, more or less smart translation. As photographer, I know that when you just make a shot, it doesn't translate any reality. You have to do an effort, you know, to do an effort to get there. It's tricky. It's disturbing how a picture can be used against what was really expressed, in fact. Photography is interesting because you in a visual way, you see something, you make the picture. When you get the result, whatever, well, now digital is even more immediate, you see if you were wrong or not, and it is how you progress. There is no perfect imagery. I don't try that. It is the difference between a picture you find out you put good besides or not as good on the other side. Now there are a lot of ways, thanks Photoshop. Photoshop is completely surrealistic stuff, you can get lost in it, but it has also a use. There was a moment when the trend was to put anything you could, even a laundry machine in the sky, you know, in the heaven, because it was spatial exploration and stuff like that. Alors I did a lot of stars, I did a lot of stuff in suspension and fake landscapes in studio. I often use Photoshop to redo an image. I don't redo it. The image I do is not better. It's just different and it adds to the whole story. And they are completely not necessary. It's not necessary to see them together. Perfection is boring, you know that. We are talking about magic. There is a magic. There is a circumstantial magic. It is what happens when you are with your camera and you are doing the picture, and there is that kid or whatever, or lady or whatever, who is entering the picture. So what do? You wait that person passed, or you do the picture. And sometimes the subject sticks so well. You do this, that is magic, that is the magic, you know. It's not about perfection. I often come here, it's always different. And of course it has that atmospheric quality, and there are so many steps, the bridge, the city, the ocean. when I lived in West Auckland, I didn't photograph flowers. I photographed destroyed the factory by night, because it is what some part of Emeryville, along the bay, it is what jumps to you, you know. I have photographed a flower because I spent time in front of a flower garden 2 years in Sonoma County, and most of my flowers come from there. Uncut in the very garden, often in the morning with all the whatever strong sap inside, you know. They are firm, they are beautiful, they are live. You go back 10 minutes later to the same flower you photographed, and it's already different. All lives are special. I mean, an accountant, hopefully some accountants were just wanting to do that, you know. It is what will make me feel good in this world. So when you get to photography, it's because there is something there that is attracting you. And since it is not even as a sure and determined job as being an accountant, you certainly have to get to some need of something, you know. And also perhaps you pass some security parts, you know, you pass on that versus the bet that you are going to get the good life of doing what you like and surviving with that. And that's a big deal. Yeah?